No one might come on because I didn't say I was going to be live today. Grammy is forcing us to go live.
It's so funny that it didn't come up.
Well, it normally takes like a minute or two to pop up.
I just got on here.
Oh, is it live yet?
Oh my God. This math stuff, I don't. Let me see.
Gotta wait and see what happens.
Well, this is what happens when I don't tell anybody I'm going to be live.
We have 2 people in.
Ahead of time. Oh, so you should have went on your IG and said it.
I don't plan on being on here long enough for that. This is so they can see you, they can see DJ. Because today was supposed to be a chill out day. Are you going to say hi, DJ? Because if he wouldn't see you.
I know.
Grammy's over there.
Eating a salad.
I'm sorry, let me connect.
So you can finish
Eating?
Yeah.
eating. This is a quick hello pop-up live for Saturday because my mama wanted me to go live. You can hear her in the back snapping her fingers.
Hey to our JLeesCorner family. She hit 18,000. I just thought about that since we went here. Woo, woo, get it, woo, woo, get it, woo, woo. Well, hello, everybody. Hopefully your Saturday is well.
They can't hear you.
I know I wasn't saying anything except we're doing the right thing overall because, we don't see each other a lot.
I haven't seen DJ in months, truthfully.
Yeah.
And I never wear a mask at home, so this is the first time I'm wearing a mask. But we wanted to say hello. You can see my mom. Y'all can see DJ. Y'all, they ain't seen DJ in a minute either. Probably been a while since they've seen DJ.
He done had a whole birthday in March.
He's 14 now.
Going to high school.
He's starting high school. He's taller than me. Stand up, DJ. Look, he's 14.
Oh, yeah. Oh, step back.
That's
just to see how tall.
That's 14-year-old DJ.
Step back a notch.
Yeah, because it's still tall.
Grammy's handsome prince.
So we stopped in and say hi. They said, Mama Lee does have her own channel. What was it? Emma Marie Lee?
I think so.
Hers is Emma Marie Lee. So we ain't want nothing but to say hi. Happy Saturday. Oh, thanks for the 18,000. Y'all hit 18,000. It was very amazing and all that stuff. It's hard talking in the mask.
Well,
DJ
for football. Back so she can take her mask off.
DJ what?
I said I had to do that for football season.
Yeah, DJ had to play football in his mask.
Okay, take it off now, Jaylee.
No, it's okay.
But she behind you. He's behind you.
No, because he's still here.
But he's behind you, so you want me to spit on it.
I'll do this. I can breathe out my nose. But they came to visit. He got a new haircut and stuff. Now y'all can probably get me better. I had no intention on going live. My intention today was going to bed. But DJ wanted me to go to Grammy's house, and I said I didn't leave my house. And then they came to here. And of course, Grammy walked in and told me my house was messy. But it's not in real life.
It's your house. It's all good.
I have clothes I need to put up. That's really what it is. I can't see.
They know she got clothes because they know you shop. Y'all see her doing them hauls, and y'all see how good she be looking every day with her OOTDs. So she got a whole lot of stuff.
I have to put up the clothes I moved with. I've been wearing new stuff or whatever. But DJ is going back to school virtually.
Virtually going to school.
And he's not happy about virtually.
Not at all.
Why not, DJ?
Because it's a lot easier when you're in
face
school.
this way.
It's a lot easier to work in school. I don't know why it just is.
Yeah, he said he think he'll learn better in the classroom setting than virtually. But his district, is, along with many others, have decided to start off 100% virtually. He's looking to play football again, and they just got the word yesterday or maybe the day before that football is out until the spring. So he's been practicing already. They've been going in doing drills and whatever it is they do, prepping for football. But now they won't play actually until spring. So now the practice conditioning and all that's out also, right?
Yeah, they just want to no. So they say
Yeah,
that they might
face-to-face.
let us do. They say they might let us do weight training and all that kind of stuff at the football field, but we won't have any games or a season until March.
And whatever they do, it has to be done outside. They still can't go inside of the school building for anything. And I'm assuming it's that way across, the land for people with kids in school.
Well, his kids, don't say his name, his kids are virtual at their school.
Have they started already?
They haven't said our best too, no, but
Yeah.
they were virtual during the whole time, but they not going back either.
Well, honestly, hopefully virtually for the fall semester is going to be better than what virtual was when everything happened back in March. Because when stuff happened back in March, it was a reaction, and it
was rushed.
Right, and it wasn't really the best plan laid out. Kids still did work, but it really wasn't what it should have been. So hopefully now it'll be a more structured, productive, virtual learning environment. Not only, I think it may be a little bit easier for the kids that are maybe middle school and or high school. Not sure how that goes for the elementary kids. And then for some of the other elective type activities that the kids say, a lot of the club stuff you won't have. It's just that social interaction while you miss it. But I'm glad he's doing virtual. I'd rather he be safe.
That's what I said.
At home instead of, going back in, because you just don't know who's doing what. You know what I mean? What anyone else's home life is, and all of us, we can only do our best to be safe. But, that whole interaction, I'm not sure about.
I was like, what is not in my house for Jesus? I was at a heart palpitation situation. It was a napkin that fell off the counter. I don't think they've ever seen that part of my apartment anyway.
That what?
The door.
Just even the couch and all the stuff on that side.
Yeah.
It's so hard, but it's safer. That's true.
I'd rather have to do virtual for 9th grade than 5th grade. Because in 9th grade, you don't really get to do all that kind of club stuff.
Scoot up, BJ. Wait.
You may not be able to hear him so clearly.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot I had more napkins on this side, too.
It's okay.
I was saying that I'd much rather do it this year in 9th grade than 10th grade, because in 9th grade, we don't got to do as much stuff. We don't get to be a part of all the clubs that 10th graders, the 12th graders get to do.
Oh, that's true. A lot of the little marketing clubs and other stuff like that, right? You can't do it till 10th grade.
My son is going to the 4th grade, all virtual, and I'm so grateful. See?
Right.
Some people like it. Because you don't want your kids to be,
Parents like it.
I think some kids, too, especially I think children that maybe have health conditions. I was watching somebody else the other day on YouTube, and her son is actually a college student, but he has asthma, and he sometimes has flare-ups. And they were supposed to be going back to school like in a couple days, but they talked and collectively made the decision to do virtual because they had the choice of going in class.
We hold hands. Oh, God, now I got the virus. Lord Jesus,
No, you don't. No, we think, number one, we definitely thank God that we have not had any illness or sickness or whatever.
Yeah, we have it in our direct family.
I know. We've had
friends
other friends and what do you say, maybe distant relatives or whatever that have been affected, unfortunately. Some recovered, some not so much. But man, it's a time. So just be safe. Oh, and people, please remember to vote. If you're doing it by mail and you get your ballot early, if you are able to, take that ballot back to your election commission versus putting it in the mail just in case there's anything going on. Or if you're able to go to a polling location and you feel it's safe, do it. But please remember to vote.
So one person said, that's very true. My niece is going to be a senior in high school. It's going to be all remote. It's hard, but it'll be okay. My granddaughter starts back full-time in class Monday, and she can't wait. And she's in the 4th grade and missed her friends and teachers.
Wow. So that's something, how different states are doing it differently. I know for Georgia, they were in class, but I think maybe they closed it down after the fact and went virtual. Again, we're here in Michigan, and I know as far as the public schools, a lot of districts have chosen to do remote learning. Some are still waiting to make that decision. I hear that maybe private schools and or maybe Catholic schools, those locations, they may be able to do the face-to-face learning. And again, we all have to do whatever we feel the most comfortable with, I guess.
Somebody said scared about voting situation. I hope they don't sabotage the vote by mail.
I know, right? That is really
That's crazy.
something to
That's what my mom
wonder
said.
about. I know even for our primary, for me and my kids, we're all in different counties, but we all voted. We all voted absentee. But each one of us, which is funny, we didn't talk about, each one of us actually took our ballots back to the election commission location.
I was going to mail mine, but just kept forgetting. And it was the day before. And I'm like, well, I can't mail it now because they won't get there in time. So I just went down and dropped it off at the city clerk's office. But I think because my city, my city clerk in my county is a drive-through.
Yeah.
So like it took me a minute to figure that out because I was driving. I'm like, where's the box at? Where's the box? I just drove around the whole bill. I'm like, oh, drive-through. And so it was easy, but I feel like as long as people vote, that's enough.
Vote, and again, take into account that time. If you are putting it in the mail, be conscious of the time. Look, we already know how mail has been delayed anyway, so just be conscious of that, and if able, just take it on back. Right. So, okay, so Massachusetts, you guys are doing great, but numbers coming back. See, it's just, you just don't know. I think our governor said the other day how we plateaued. So, we were up. Now we kind of plateaued. So we haven't started seeing a downward trend yet. But hopefully soon, maybe with, starting the kids off virtual and, see what else comes to be over these next few weeks, definitely looking for a change.
I think as long as people vote early and not like me, I waited to the last. I just kept forgetting.
To return it, right?
Yeah, I had it filled out. I had a stamp on it and everything. I just forgot to take it to the mailbox. Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, I have to take it. I'm like, oh wait, tomorrow's like the day. So I'm like, okay, no, I can't do that. So as long as people don't do what I did,
now,
and if you do, then just take it directly to where it's supposed to be.
Yep, send it on back. But hopefully everybody with your babies going back, it'll be well. DJ and his mom have talked about it. His preference, like we said, was to go to school, and his mom was leaning towards that. I wasn't, but again, I'm not in their household, so it was their decision.
It was my decision. I said he couldn't go.
No, it wasn't. And so thankfully, the district overall decided, that they were going to go all virtual. Even though originally they were offering a whole virtual academy or going back to school, and going back to school really was going to be a hybrid where they went to school either Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, and then every other Friday. But the decision has been made now. Everybody's going virtual to start. We'll see what's up next with that.
The Kentucky governor's not playing with COVID. He asked schools to delay until the 20th of September. You just need more time sometimes. I think they've had enough time to figure out the right way to do virtual. Whereas in March, it was just get on the computer and do the work versus y'all had, like, at least for Michigan, we closed down in March. Like, I went back to work in the office in June.
I'm still working from home.
My mama's still working from home. Him is working from home until next year. My friends who work at Quick and Loans are still working out. So people are still working from home, some a little bit later over there. But the schools, I feel like the schools have had enough time to figure out a proper way the kids can really be educated from home. Like, have a teacher on it and not just give them work. Have a teacher giving lessons. If they do that, then I think at home is fine. But at home to me don't mean just give the kids homework and think they'll understand and learn on their own. It's like, no, it needs to be a teacher talking to them.
I think with Zoom, and so I know between Zoom and between Microsoft Teams, I know when I was in college, I don't remember if it was for undergrad or my grad degree, whichever, don't matter. But I remember I was taking classes at one campus with the teacher, and the teacher would alternate between the campuses that she would be at. So this week she may be at this campus with that group of students, but the class was broadcast over whatever technological means they had, and the students at another campus participated in that same class remotely. I don't understand why we have not gotten to the place where, again, if the teachers have to go into the school building, why we can't broadcast that lesson to whichever students need to be in that class. I don't know why we can't do that, because even if they were going to do a virtual academy and some kids in school, I think it should be the exact same lesson so that everybody's learning the same way. I'm sure there's a way we can get there. We done had award shows and everything else virtually. How can we not teach our students virtually? It's doable. We just got to put the work in. And then I know some parents have an issue with laptops, computers, your internet access. Listen, we know the internet access was crazy for people, us workers, when we went to working remotely. So now we're going to compound that by having our kids on that same bandwidth or whatever. So again, there's going to be some things to work out, but we can do it. We just got to get it together, America, and plan accordingly. And all the dollars we figured we were going to use for one thing, maybe those dollars need to be diverted to help ensure our kids have the correct platform to learn on remotely. We know they need to learn, so at least interacting through Zoom or Microsoft Teams with your camera on so they can see one another. I think that's a good thing. And some of the kids already hanging out. DJ does things with his friends, a few, not a whole bunch, but there are some physical activities they're able to do.
Somebody said, "Wait, why you guys wearing masks on screen?" Because you're supposed to wear masks when you're around anybody closer than 6 feet.
Right, and we haven't been around each other a lot. And one of the things they talk about, I believe, it may transfer through your saliva. And you know, when you're close and talking and you're excited, those juices are flowing. So number one, we are 100% going to be safe. Don't believe anyone has anything, but just taking that extra step of precaution.
Right. When I hug my mama, we go back to back.
Yeah. Or elbows.
Elbows. When DJ hugged me because he's taller than me, he was above my head, so it didn't matter.
Hey,
we still had masks on. But yeah.
So this is 3 different households represented right now.
Right.
And we don't see, like she just said,
he had another call. Oh, God.
Jesus. Give him some hand sanitizer.
This is allergies.
He does have allergies, and it's been horrible. 3 different households. Those two haven't seen each other, since.
It may have been around Christmas.
No, your birthday. Did we get together for your birthday? January, maybe. We've seen you at least once this year.
I don't think we did.
Something for this year, I thought.
I might have seen
Did
DJ.
we see each other in February? For Stacy or no? Wow, so it may be a minute for those two. Yeah. I've seen him a few times, and I've seen her, of course, with moving, but not a whole
But I haven't seen DJ in person. But I FaceTime him at least once a week. I stalk him, and I FaceTime my mama every day. 17
times a day to be exact.
Yeah.
At least.
I'll FaceTime my mama and say, "I don't want nothing. What you doing?" And she'll say nothing. I say, "Okay, well, that's all I want," and I ain't up.
I know. So, DJ do have a tan. Wait, DJ, pull your face mask down just a notch. He got a straight tan, okay?
Because he went outside playing doing football stuff.
Right? Straight got a tan.
So got a haircut today.
I have a tan line around my feet because I haven't been wearing socks and cleats up there.
He out here in flip flops and socks. I'm like, Lord Jesus.
Oh wow! Tamisha said last week was the first time she saw her mom and sister since Easter. Weren't you like overjoyed, even in talking to people? You see them and you're happy. I know for me, when I see some of my family members, I want to hug them, but I am literally not doing it. I have to remember, I'm not doing it. Not that we couldn't with a mask. But
I just grabbed his hand. I didn't think about it. And I'm like, oh, probably doesn't. I can't touch his hand. Yeah. So it's an adjustment. But I said people have to just learn to use technology. Like we have iPhones and cell phones and camera phones and Zooms and all this stuff, even Facebook Messenger, and people don't use it. So it's like, this is a time where you have no reason as to why you haven't saw someone.
Yeah. Facebook Messenger, FaceTime, some call Duo, there's House Party,
Zoom.
Then there's Zoom, there's Microsoft Teams. For us, we use Zoom and we do a family meeting every Friday night. We do it every Friday night, and we're able to see our family all over. We got family in, people here in Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Georgia, California, Vegas, North Carolina, Missouri. So it's a way, we use Zoom that way, and whoever connects at that day and time, that's who we see that week. So it's actually helped us a little bit in that now we do see people that we didn't always see regularly, but now, having a set time every week, whoever connects, we're there. So it's a way to still, keep in touch. So let's take advantage of the tools we have and get used to our new normal. We got to make the best out of our new normal.
And I said family meetings on Zoom. I should probably do that. Never thought of that. We had 2 sets of family Zoom because of course there's different, pockets of different sides of the family.
Right.
Yeah.
So we had like one family last name Zoom, and then the other side of the family we had a Zoom or whatever. So that's something. It's a way to still see people and talk to people, and as long as you get to how people can all talk at once, that's the thing to do.
Exactly. And then for me personally, I've done a couple drive-by gatherings. One niece who was graduating from high school, we did a drive-by gathering. Actually, there have been maybe 3 of those. We've done a drive-by baby shower. We've done some other drive-by celebrations also. I've met with a couple friends sometime and we'll bike ride. We've done the DeQuinder Cut bike ride through Belle Isle. So you still have that distance. So there's ways to do, even going out to the mall to walk, because I unfortunately, look, y'all know I was kind of trying to do the right thing, but I did gain a couple extra pounds. So I'm trying to cut back again. Not nothing too crazy. Only like 3 more pounds, which I'm proud of because sister girl been eating, okay? But again, just ways to continue to interact a little bit, but be safe, wear your mask, and we just do the best we can.
I have been pressured to attend large events at this time. What do you suggest? I suggest you don't go.
Right. If and depending on the type of large gathering. So again, everybody got their own rules. But here in Michigan, I think at one point we were up to large gatherings for like 100 people. It may be scaled back to maybe 50. But even if you do that, they were saying you should still wear masks in those close quarters, especially if you're not outside. And I think if you really want to go to that large family gathering, you do what's safe for you. You need to mask up, do that. We all travel with hand sanitizer and wipes in our purses and in our cars. And we wear, you see us together. I love them to death, but I'm gonna wear a mask to be safe, not only to protect myself, but to protect them. There's been too many stories on the news that unfortunately was a result of families having a gathering and those family members not being as safe as they would with other folks. So, just be as safe as you can. Or if you choose not to go, don't go. We've had things where we just don't do it. We were going to get together for the 4th of July at their house. We were like, no, we just didn't even want to chance it at that point in time, the way numbers were and everything. So you got to do what's best for you, and don't worry about someone else's opinion of your decision.
I'm not going to any gatherings until January 2022.
So I think it's over 100 though.
Yeah, it was. But I think
for football, we had like 70 kids.
See, I would have cussed everybody out if I was there.
And our coaches, they're like, okay, so you have to, every 15 minutes we have to split up. So like we have sessions for 15 minutes split up because that's like the rule. You can have a big group for like 15 minutes or less, and then you got to split up after that at a time.
It's just Daddy says it's the new normal. It's the new normal, and I feel like if you follow the rules, it's not that bad. Like everybody, you don't really need to always be around 50 people. And we've seen how they've had events to where they can still have things socially distanced. But my issue be at those events, getting people in and out would be hard because then all the people are either leave at the same time or come at the same time. So I hope they can get that together. And this guy I follow on IG called Mark something. He does songs or whatever, and he had like a drive-in theater type concert where people came in their cars. So that way the people aren't having to walk around. Even how Dave Chappelle did his comedy special, it was like a few people outside and people came like in groups going in. So I'm like, if they think about it, it can be done for a minute. I don't think people get that you can be inconvenienced for a year.
Yeah, I'll take the inconvenience for a year
to get things better. But if people keep not wanting to follow the rules or the guidelines, they want to tweak it here and tweak it there, that's what makes things take longer. But that's why you have to vote to get that idiot out the White House. Because it starts at the top. But I'm not going to go there because I don't want my page shut down. Anyway,
I agree. Drive-through Thanksgiving is going to be the way to go, right? For Memorial Day, you know, we were in this stuff for Memorial Day. So I barbecued at my house for Memorial Day, and I dropped off food here for Jay Lee, and I dropped off food to my brother. DJ and his mom, they barbecued themselves at their house, but we're normally all together somewhere. So I just barbecued and did the little drop-off, you know, to make it happen. It was all still good. The food was delicious. Got to see folks doing the little drop-off, but it's like, oh my goodness.
Sophia said I stayed home. My son is 16 and he's not happy about not being able to play football.
Yeah.
He lives in New Orleans. Yeah, it's hard for the kids.
Yeah, and he's probably played football already. I'm assuming if he's 16, already did high school football. DJ did it for middle school, so he's going into high school this year. So this would have been his first high school year as a freshman playing football. So definitely a bummer, but
freshman isn't really that different.
Like Lordy B.
I told DJ it's okay. You still going to school. You're not going to school in the building.
We're still gonna have freshman football. It's just gonna be in March.
Yeah, that's true. Just delayed, and that's true. Delayed, not denied. So you know, some things we got to look at it that way. I see someone made a comment about funerals. We've done a couple funerals through Zoom. We've attended a funeral over YouTube. We've attended a funeral through an app called Funeral View. So, you know, it's like the new norm. The new norm.
It's just a different way of doing things, but making sure people are safe. And I think that's what is aggravating that people don't get. It's not that anyone wants to be separate. I would love to still be able to go see and hug and hug my mom, hug my nephew. I can't do that, but I don't mind not doing that because I feel like I'm making sure that we're all safe. Because I still go to the office, so even though I'm not around people at work, I'm in my own office by myself, and people just walking past my office, I still feel like you still never know because I get DoorDash deliveries. You know what I'm saying? So you just don't know. So it's like it's a good thing to just take precaution until either there's a vaccine for it or the cases just start clearing up. So we've been lucky enough to where none of us have had any symptoms, none of us have been sick. That's a good thing considering how many other people have been affected. I know people personally who had it and overcame it. I also know people who had family members passed away from it. So like we are lucky enough to where we haven't, been affected directly from it.
Hey, Billa, I see how you're saying in the hospital you guys are allowing the patients to use iPads, which is a good thing. Because that's a little bit difficult. You're in the hospital and you can't see your folks, or you're going through something and you don't have that family touch there with you. So that's good that you guys are at least allowing them to use iPads or whatever to have some type of communication going. That's a good thing.
So I want to decline, but my family people will feel some type of way about it. If they feel some kind of way about that, let them feel some way about that on their own.
Tell somebody to FaceTime you when they get there. You'll attend through FaceTime or through Zoom. Tell them to, contact you through Duo or Zoom, and that's how you will participate if you don't want to be physically in the house. I think we have to respect people's wishes when it comes to gathering, and
I think more than that, people have to learn that you can't make decisions based on how it can make somebody else feel. We should start feeling like we have to do things because if we don't do it, the other person will feel some kind of way or will be disappointed because you didn't do what they wanted you to do. Is a thing to where if I don't want to come for a real reason, that should not make you feel any kind of way. Like, I still love you, but for my own reasons, I don't want to, that's not what I want to do. So we should stop feeling like we are obligated to make other people happy over ourselves. That's what I say.
S. Betty Ross, I agree with your comment too. To Ready Rock, if they must go, definitely wear a mask. And where you told them to arrive later, I would be the opposite and say it started at 5 o'clock. You be there at 4:55. Be first in the building. Take a picture, say you were there, and then leave out early. Versus coming later when you got more people that's been in the building. I personally, for me, I'd rather come to a place at the beginning of it instead of at the end when we've got all the extra intermingling going on. But definitely do what you feel is best for you. Health, definitely our individual health comes first. We gotta be a little bit conscious about that and just a bit more aware. Hey Canada, sending love back to you, Canada. Hey Sam. Sam, we are sending you lots of love and support, sweetie, okay? Mwah. And hugs.
All the way from Detroit.
Yes, just for you, Sam, okay?
Now that I work from home, I don't want to go back into the office unless I have my own office like you, Billy. Before, when it first happened, and I'm like, I didn't mind staying in the office because, again, I'm by myself, so I'm like, it wasn't a big issue to me. Once I was working from home, I didn't want to go back because it's just easier. It's easier to work from home, but at the same time, it's like you don't have a break because you're working harder from home.
I love working from home. I love it, love it. Even though I may work till midnight some days, but I'm at home and it's okay.
Yeah, but I don't, it was just weird. But when I went back, I told my boss, like, I'm going to keep my door locked and no one can come in, not even you. And so because the way my office, I used to have a shared office with the girl who was in there, doesn't work anymore, so just being off by myself, it's like 2 windows. So I'm like, if y'all want to talk to me, talk through either the 2 windows. Like, you don't have to come in. So my door's locked all the time and they leave me alone. So, I'm better off than others because some people do have to like share space with other people. And that's, if I had to do that, I wouldn't go back because I'm like, it's too early for me to be, around. I don't want, if I can work from home and the person, and we can both work from home, there's no point in us coming back this year because it's not safe in my opinion.
Hey, Sly Sylvia, and everybody else that's joined us. Thank you for coming into the room. We appreciate you guys coming in and talking to us. When I come over, like she always say, I want to go live, and I do.
She wasn't in my house even a minute. We here, we're going to eat some food, okay? And then we're going to go live. I'm like, I haven't combed my hair. I was in the bed, like I was really trying to take today to just not do anything. I was in the bed in my room, like I'm going to chill out in the quietness, have Netflix on. And when Deej got to my mom's house, he FaceTimed. He like, hey, TC, he was talking or whatever. He wanted me to come over to Grammy's house. I'm looking like, I'm not coming to Grammy's house. I'm staying in the house, I'm chilling. And when they want to get some food, I'm like, if y'all want to stop by my house because the restaurant closer to my house, I'm like, that's fine. And then they got here.
Yeah. I know people are talking about like having your own office and all that good stuff. That's definitely a good thing to do. Somebody asked about Kamala Harris. If you don't know this about JLeesCorner, she doesn't talk a lot about politics, but I say I am in support of Kamala Harris as, our VP. I know people have been saying things about what she did or didn't do between her time as either district attorney or attorney general. I'll say Google for yourself to get the truth of what she did. None of us are perfect. We do the best we can in the positions that we hold. And some of the things they're saying that she did or did not do isn't exactly the truth. But I'll just say we are 100% in support of the candidates that we have running and, plan to vote accordingly.
The reason I don't talk politics much is because I'm not well versed enough to give y'all my political opinion on everything that's been done, said, over forever. What I will say is that what I posted on my Instagram and what I still believe is at the end of the day, we need to get the man that's in office out of office. And that I've been voting for a while. I think I voted when Barack was running, maybe Bush. Bush W was probably the first time I was voting or whatever. I'm 38. But there's never been a perfect candidate. There's never been anyone who ran who we could say 100%, okay, this is the right, they're going to fix everything. We've never had that, not even with Obama. So I think people who want to sit up here and criticize Biden or Harris, you're nitpicking about something that doesn't matter. And this is the way I said it. If your house is on fire, if your house is on fire, and the only fire station is the one that's 40 minutes away, you can't. They not perfect. They not that good, but they can put out a fire because they're a fire company. Do you want your houses burned down and keep it burning, or do you want to use the one that can help fix the house? We need to get the person that's in office currently out. That's the thing. It does. You can't keeping him in is stupid. And I've seen people say my vote don't count, and if I have to choose between those, so I just choose to not vote. And I'm like, you're stupid. And that's the reason why I typically don't comment, because I don't want to see who's stupid, because it then aggravates me that you're stupid. And I don't mean you stupid because that's your choice or your opinion, but to not see the end goal is to remove someone who has definitely ruined the country in the past 4 years. If you can't get that, then your vote don't matter because you're stupid. Period. And I'm like, we know Biden and Harris aren't perfect. We get that. We know they both have done things back in the past that they have been trying to rectify allegedly since then.
We've all
done things in the past we have to rectify later. So to sit there and act as if, oh my God, this is the horrible situation of who are the pick, then you're stupid. You see the house is on fire. You don't want to get a fire truck to put it out. That's dumb. I am 100% voting for Biden and Harris. If you don't like it, I suggest don't tell me because it'll get you blocked. Okay?
Right. You vote your conscience.
Vote how you vote.
You just vote. Vote your conscience, whatever that is, but vote.
But if I know you're not voting or voting for Trump, I'm going to block you.
You vote your conscience, people. And the important thing is to vote. Happy birthday, Diva E84. Whoop, whoop. Happy birthday to you.
Thanks. See what my glasses on, Lord Jesus. I know you're happy to have your own office and not have to work so closely yet. My manager, I've had a few managers or whatever. When my manager who's there now, when she started, they put her in the office with us, and I hated it. Not that I cared, that she was in there, but I'm like, I need her out my face. So we would leave the heat on in the summer to make it very, very hot, and then we would tell her that because the wall where her desk was at, the power would always go out. So we would have her bringing her own fan because we knew it would blow her power out, and then she would have to leave. Because I'm just saying, we did. I don't care. And so not that she's a fine person, whatever, but it took time for them to get her own office, and now she's in her own office. So I'm like, yes, I love my own office because I'm able to focus on my work.
Yeah, I know. For me, if and when we do have to go back in the office, I share an office with two other people, and we're trying to figure out if we do go back, do we alternate days that we're in the office and that kind of stuff. Again, you still gotta make it work to continue to be as safe as you can.
But that was my. I was like, if the house is on fire, and what did I say? Because I when I put it up and I was mad. Because
you said if your house is on fire, would you?
No, I mean like what I actually put it. I put something on IG. I said at the end of the day, we need Trump out of office. Anything else y'all saying don't even matter. If the house on fire and the only fire station available is 20 minutes away, that's who we have to get to put out the fire. Don't allow Trump. I mean, the fire to burn this country. I mean, the house down. just because you don't 100% like Biden/Harris, the fire station available. In a race where there are two options, pick the option that has not ruined the country for the last 4 years. Any complaints or issues you have with Joe Biden or Kamala Harris can't top the idiot we have in the office currently. And that's what I posted on my social media because I believe it to be true.
Oh, wow.
But, I will have your viewership went up since the pandemic.
I don't think it's because of the pandemic. You are continuing to grow organically.
Yeah.
Woo, for 18,000. So I don't think you. And again, I don't know. It's not like I watch. I don't watch no analytics. But I think you grow. You continue to grow organically because you putting out good content.
I think my content is what I've always told people. You can't grow on YouTube based on gimmicks, and you don't want people to watch your channel based on one type of thing. Because if you get a large following because you posted one video about one thing, if you don't keep doing that one thing, then they won't watch you. And I also know that people have to understand about 10% of your subscribers is who will watch your content. And if you notice, even like I know a family who I watch on YouTube who has like 500,000 subscribers, but their videos still have like 10, maybe 20,000, views or whatever, because
500,000 followers with just 10,000 views.
Right, because not everyone who subscribes watches. And so I don't really look at my numbers as, okay, I'm at 18,000 subscribers, I actually have 18,000 views. That's just not logical. And not everyone who subscribes to watch all my content. But that's why I've always made sure to have diverse, different content. I pop on at different times. I've just now started to edit my videos a little bit more so that it makes more sense. So I can say that since I've had more time to edit my videos to make more sense, that more people watch my videos and they watch it for a long amount of time. Because I guess, and I've gotten funnier, I believe, because I'm in my bag. It's like I found a rhythm to do stuff, and I'm not trying to rush and do them. I'm not trying to be like somebody else. I'm really just me. And so I think that's the reason why my viewership has increased, but I don't think it's because of COVID and the pandemic. I think it's because people now have time to find people, and then they either like your content or they don't. So it's like a yes, it has, but I don't think it's because of the pandemic. I think it's my time or whatever.
Somebody asking, are there any new shows you're planning to review or start to watch?
I'm doing the new Power. I'm doing Stacey and Darcy, which I don't know why, on
What's Stacey and Darcy?
It's from 90 Day Fiancé TLC people. It's two white people who are twin sisters. I don't know. I like to tease them and tease them when they crack because they just crazy white women. We can't tease white women, DJ. But it's just, it's a couple of new shows that I want to do once they start. The new show called Love Country or something, which with Journey Smollett, that's coming on either HBO or Stars. I'm going to probably do that. So there are a couple of new shows, but I'm doing Million Millions now. But also something that I do is I review a show and I give it two reviews. If with those 2 reviews people don't watch, if it does not hit at least 1,000, I stop reviewing it. Because the amount of time that it takes for me to review it, to edit it, it's not worth it if I don't have the views. So that's something else that I've realized. I've stopped wasting my time reviewing shows because maybe 2 people want to see it. So for certain stuff like that, I'll do a live after show watch. Because I don't have to edit. I don't need no notes. We just chit-chatting about the show. So, that's what it is. I don't know. I lost kind of where I was, basically.
Somebody say they remember when you were a little discouraged and thought about quitting. We all had those moments overall sometimes, huh?
It was, at one point, I was reviewing like 30 shows.
Flagged and stuff. Remember that?
Yeah, I was doing a lot of different shows. YouTube was going through a change to where YouTube was flagging a lot of our stuff. And it was very frustrating because every video at one point was getting flagged. And a flagged video means less money, less content, less revenue. And so that was a hard time. I don't have those issues now. I've also learned that I don't have to have these curse-filled, foul-mouthed videos.
Thank you, Jesus.
Lord, I used to curse. I don't cuss in real life. I don't cuss in real life. I'm lying right now. But I used to cuss like a sailor. Like whatever cuss word I thought of is what I would say. And and YouTube will flat because there's a lot of cuss words. I still cuss. Y'all know I still cuss, but I usually cuss when I'm pissed. And it's still not as bad as it used to be.
What you watching?
You want to go sit over there? You want to sit next to me?
He can be there. He can be
because he loves me.
Handsome nephew that
he misses me, so he likes being close to me. So I've learned to do that as well. I like when I review stuff that I'm able to use different words, different explanations, and all of that. So that's the part of it that I like. So it is what it is. Somebody said I would vote for my bathroom wall before I vote for Trump. Now that's funny.
Like, look.
Funny. Who said that? Sabita Ross. That was funny. Yeah. I completely agree. I post about a variety of topics, and I wonder if people don't follow because they never know what they're going to get. That's true. Yeah. You have to, as a YouTuber, as a blogger, as a person, even on social media, like for IG and all that stuff, you have to have what your thing is. Like nobody, I kind of redid my IG page to where I used to post just the randomest stuff, whatever I was doing, food, or just random stuff I would post. And I said, when a person comes to your IG page or even your YouTube page, they have to be able to understand what they're looking at and what they're following. If they come to your page, you have food, gossip, clothes, politics, antiques, hats, paint. Like it's some of everything. They have no idea what I'm gonna watch. It's too many options. It's too much. You have to focus on one thing or two things at first, and then once you build your following, then do a little bit more here. A little bit. When I first started, I was strictly doing like 2 or 3 shows, then went to like 6 or 7 shows. At one point in a week, I was doing like 35 shows because I wanted to get a broad audience, but it was still TV show reviews. I went from that to doing gossip chats. A little bit of gossip here, a little bit of gossip there. He want to switch out. You go ahead.
No, he asked me if I wanted to sit down.
Because I think he want to switch out.
Oh, you can move, DJ, if you want to.
You can say you want to go watch TV over here?
So that's fine.
Okay. So it just depends on what your end goal is. You can't do it all in the beginning because they don't know why. And then from gossip chats, it's a little bit of fashion. Let me review some of the award shows and the fashion. And I did that at first with other people's fashion. Then it went to me posting my looks of the day every day. So I baby stepped each thing to make sure that they knew. So now on my IG page, if you come on and you see me saying my reviews, my looks of the day, I have positive quotes. So you come to my page and it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? If your page doesn't make sense, they not gonna stick around.
Somebody's asked you the question, only because I know you've been losing your place. Will we get more talks with him?
He may be watching. I don't know because he was having a busy day. Yeah, I'll say yeah. Okay. Him is a great friend. Let me make something clear. Him is not my boyfriend. Let's make that clear. He is a good friend. Do we like each other? Yes. However, we're good friends. We're gonna put that out there right there, okay? But we also both have busy schedules. It's the pandemic. He has, his kids to deal with as well, or, who are out of school. So we have life issues.
And you got your 18,000 JayBirds.
Yeah, so the hours I'm at work, by the time I get home, I don't get home between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock in the evening. So it's not easy to be like, hey, let's talk on here real quick, about whatever. And some stuff we have conversations about, we don't want other people, privy to that conversation because it's private.
Somebody else is asking that you please watch the new Netflix film Project Power and give us a review.
I will. I was watching that before my mama DJ came over here.
Oh, okay.
I'm about 30
and we gonna get ready to go in a minute.
I'm like 20 minutes in, so I'm gonna do that. You may not get it today, but you may get it today because I'll probably watch it and then just do a quick review about it.
Here go another question for you. And sorry, I'm like being your assistant.
It's because I don't know what questions were.
Another question. Oh, Married to Millions. Do you think the guy who lives in DC is how you do?
Yes, I do. But I think yes, but I also think like he made it be an older guy who was just a little bit less masculine, you know.
Hey, Nay. Mwah.
Hey, Nay.
Mwah. Mwah. Say hey to Nay, our cousin Nay.
Okay.
Wow, she be so loud, Blue.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Another question. What did you think of Funky Dineva interview with Dorothy's daughter?
I didn't. I watched maybe.
Who's Dorothy's daughter?
Hey, DJ.
Huh?
Oh. Did you want my TV? Okay.
Who's Dorothy's daughter?
Her Candace off Housewives of Potomac.
Oh.
I watched maybe 4 minutes of it. And once I seen what it was, let me say this first. Y'all know I love Funky Dineva. I told y'all before, Funky is the reason I did, you know, I started reviewing stuff. However, I felt like I get the reason he did the interview because he is a gay man, and considering that she had old, you know, tweets that was about his community. I get the reason for the conversation. I feel like Candace has showed herself to be exactly who she is, a vile person. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Candace. And I feel like to make it seem as if she had this one incident of saying something offensive to one group of people 10 years ago, and since then she's been this great person who hasn't said like-minded, mean things about other groups of people is like being a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? I can't make an excuse saying, I get, she said it 10 years ago, so I'm not going to hold that against her because people grow in 10 years. People do grow in 10 years, but she's still a mean, evil, snake-like person. So I'm looking like I would not have been able to hold a conversation with her about that one set issue because she has not showed herself to be, she hasn't showed growth. You know what I'm saying? So I watched about 4 minutes of it and I'm looking like, oh, this ain't for me. But it was a needed conversation. And I think it's great that he did that, but it was a fee to watch. I was like, she said rude stuff within the past month or so about someone, but in his defense, he did say the thing that she said recently, he did not know about. And something else that people have to realize, Funky's a blogger. Like, he's a big time person, but at the same time, us bloggers, meaning me, Funky, Bondi, Alex, whoever, you know what I'm saying, Rocks, Ashley Miller, we are not full-time, all-day scouring the internet for every piece of juice that happened. For like, I work full-time, you know, Ashley has a full-time job, you know, Bondi, you know what I'm saying, we all have other things to do. So where we can't just be like, yeah, we heard what so-and-so said on Twitter. We ain't been on Twitter to see all that. So sometimes we don't know other stuff that's been said. So I said that's why he just didn't know what else she had said. So, you know, but I wouldn't have been able to do it. And again, after fucking, I'm next.
Hey, Diva Law.
Hey, Diva.
All is well. Somebody else, a couple other questions that I've been trying to keep up for you. Mm-hmm. Is that why you stopped reviewing Love and Listings? I don't know what you may have said a little while ago.
Yeah, because no one watched.
No
one watched, and I got tired of reading Taylor for filth. Like, it's only if the only part of a show was this one person who's aggravating, ain't no point in me watching and reviewing it because I'm bored for one, and if no one's watching it for two, and so I let it go. I think one video had like 1,000 views, but then the one after that it was like 500 or less. And I was like, it's not worth it. I still watch the show. I'll tweet. That's why I say follow me on Twitter. Sometimes I last tweet because I'm not going to review it.
Who are you on Twitter? JLeesCorner?
You know what you think of J_Lees_Corner.
Okay, so follow her on Twitter too, people.
I say stuff that I don't have on Instagram. That's why the reason I put my look of the day on YouTube is because I also put it on my Facebook. Not my Facebook, on my Instagram. But I realized that everybody don't have social media. So some stuff I do put on here because I'm like, I get that. But review type stuff, I ain't got time, honey. I don't got time.
Next question, would you ever consider doing celebrity interviews or collaborating with other content creators? That's two different questions, and I think I know the answer to each is different, but I'll let you answer. Of course, because the question was to you. Of course, I'll let you answer.
Lord Jesus. I don't know how this came to a question and answer about me, but I guess it is.
So would you ever consider doing celebrity interviews?
Interview, yeah.
Okay, and then the second part, or collaborating with other content creators.
I don't mind collaborating with other creators. It has to make sense for one. But people have to get, I'm still building my brand. So I need to focus on me right now. And the most I can, so that's my thing. When I first started, before Alex and Chris had Pop Roast, I talked to Alex, and Alex kept trying to get me to do like a joint chat on YouTube. But because I was working so much, I just didn't have, like, I wanted it so bad, okay? But at the same time, I was just too busy to do it. And I'm like, you know what? I need to, one, focus on work and also focus on building my channel. Him and Chris ended up doing Pot Roast, and it's amazing. I love it. So I'm not against collaborating with other YouTubers or other content creators, but it has to make sense for me. And I can't be too focused on helping someone else build their brand, but I'm still trying to build mine. So the most I can say is people, don't try to collaborate to build your brand. Sometimes
if it's authentic, it happens. I think
it'll
that's
happen.
a good thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Versus trying to force it to build a channel.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, I don't mind it, but I'm like, I'm only 3 years in, and that's not long on YouTube at all. That's still early with YouTube, because again, I told y'all when I started on YouTube, I didn't know nobody. I didn't know anyone. I didn't have no high IG kind of followers or nothing. Alex always said, you came out the blue, like out of nowhere. It was this girl who was just posting a whole bunch, and people were like, the girl with the lipstick or the girl with the bun, whatever. I came out of nowhere because no one knew me. No one. And I just built it myself. So I'm not against it. No, not at all. But I also feel like it would have to make sense. It would have to be a reason I'm doing it. And it would, no tea, no shade, it would have to benefit me. Because again, I'm still building.
Yeah. Someone, Ashley Sherry, said that she loves when your mom comes over. She so reminds me of my mom. Love y'all's relationship. Thank you.
I love when she comes over too.
I know. Let's see. So Extra Blog asked, when they finally get the that little vaccine thing going, maybe, do you plan on getting it? I don't know. How many people get the flu vaccine today?
I've never had the flu vaccine.
I've gotten the flu vaccine once, and that one time that I got it many, many years ago, I got sick, not real bad sick, but I got sick. So since then, for me personally, I haven't, been on the whole vaccine bandwagon.
I wouldn't get the vaccine. I would have to be the third round of vaccines. I need to see how everybody else react to it the first and second and third time. Then the fourth time, I would say, oh, okay, no one, it seems safe. I guess I'll do it now. But other than that, no.
Someone asked, would you want BGC, I'm assuming that's Black Girl Club, to come back? BGC.
I wouldn't care. I haven't watched Black Girls Club. Bad Girls. It's called Bad Girls Club.
Oh, what did I say? Black Girls Club?
Like, what?
Hey,
y'all know. I would know. I stopped the last season of me. The last people of Bad Girls I remember is Nellie Nunn, to the girl Tanisha, who's lost a lot of weight, looks amazing, and the girl who they call Blue, who I think had blue hair. But I stopped watching a long time ago.
Somebody is asking, has Lane Bryant or anyone reached out to you yet? Because all your outfits are bomb, girl.
No, I have an affiliate link for Lane Bryant, but I just haven't had time to put together a video to post the links because it's a whole thing and it's a thing. It's a thing. But people have the way I think you have to realize is, in order for a store to find you, sponsor you, and all that stuff, you have to have tons of content for them to see that you, one, that you're promoting them, and two, that you have the followers who will buy what you're doing. So just because I do post every day, and I regularly shop with these stores because I need clothes. So for me, I'm looking like I need clothes. I like clothes. Let me post the stuff so that eventually they can give me something. So that's why I tag everything because it takes time to do it. And I hope to be lucky enough where they see, she posts every day. Okay, and she has a large following. So you know what I'm saying? Again, I'm still building it. So like that's the reason why do I shop so much? Because I have to shop to show the clothes that I have.
And she shops, y'all.
I shop but I shop with deals.
On a budget.
I do deals. I'm shopping on Lane Bryant right now. I got
Lord.
$80 in cash to use. I got to get the most stuff for this 80. But I also I buy what I like. I'm lucky enough to be to a point where I can buy what I like and not be too concerned with costs. But I'm still very cost, I'm looking at it like.
Look, y'all know she finding the sales and the deal.
Frugal.
She be posting her receipts.
A $2 dress, will go a long way.
Hey, Alicia, thank you. Alicia just says how she loves our seeing me on here and how I'm so supportive of your channel. Yeah, that's what we do. We DJ gonna be sleeping, and we're gonna leave for real in a minute. But yeah, you know what? We have to support one another in whatever way we can. And I 100% support everything that all my kids are doing. All three between Veronica.
I'm JayLee.
Oh,
it's okay.
Yeah, I was between JayLee, Veronica, as well as Lil Stacy. We, and I think collectively we are supportive of one another. That's what we need to do. You know what I mean?
I tell them I post stuff on YouTube now. I post.
We're not talking about me. We're talking about JLeesCorner.
We're all supportive, but okay. Are you cold, DJ?
Yeah, we are, but we're gonna get ready to go. A lot of people saying how they haven't done the flu shot a lot. Other people that have to do it because it's mandatory for work. Some they say you need to model, girl.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So extra was like the video. Exactly. Yeah, y'all do a thumbs up on the video.
Did you stop reviewing Below Deck? I never reviewed Below Deck. I watched Below Deck, and I think I did one video one time. It was a one-time thing, but I actively tweet about the show. Well, no, I take that back. I used to actively tweet about the show until the whole recent thing with Captain Sandy and Malia and Bugsy and all of that stuff, and they fired Kiko, and it pissed me off, and now I'm like, I can't watch the show. They just aggravate my nerves. So no, I didn't stop reviewing it, but I did stop watching it. Okay, Ma, what else were you saying?
I was just I'm typing something. Sorry, I didn't post none yet, so let me post some right quick.
I was trying to see if they.
I know y'all did game night the other day, right? You got anything like that coming up?
No. There probably will be. I may do it again next weekend.
Is tonight P Valley?
Yeah, I'll do watch it at midnight. So that's why I was trying to chill all day. And people don't look. So this is my schedule. I go to work. I get off. I'm home between 8 and 9 p.m. I then have to watch whatever shows, review whatever shows, edit whatever shows. I go to bed between 4 and 5:30 in the morning, and I get up and work at 11. So that's my typical schedule. So when I sleep in on Saturdays because I was up late reviewing Love the Lockup. So Saturdays I sleep in until like 2. And I just lay in my bed and I just kind of, I rest it on up. And then I have to rest up because I know I'm going to be up at midnight reviewing P-Valley in the Shot. And then I sleep in on Sunday because Sunday evening I have to do Potomac, 90 Day Fiance. So I'm like, I don't really have days off. So some days I relax.
People are asking about other little clothing stuff, and I'll let you do that. Most of the stuff that she does clothing, she tags it and posts it already. So of course, her Lane Bryants of the world, her Torrid.
Are they saying different
Ashley
stores?
Stewart, yeah, different things. Dia Box.
I tried Dia Box. I didn't like it. I've never tried Eloquy.
So different things like that.
I ordered Dia Box one time and I did not like what they sent me. I said, "See, look, I don't need help picking clothes. I do not shop in the stores. I have not shopped in a store in who knows how long, simply because I like to see everything a store has. I like to see everything a store has on a body because that helps me know how it will look on my body. So when shopping online, I'm like, I want to see all the dresses. I want to see all the pants, all the shirts. And as I'm going, I can just see this will not look good on me. That will look good on me. That might look good on me, so I'm going to get to see how it looks. Dia and Company is more to help people who don't know how to style themselves, in my opinion. I don't think that they are a company to where, oh, no, we can help you find clothes you like. No, they're trying to style you. And they did not style me right. It was horrible. I was like, send back immediately, return to sender. So yeah, I don't need help. I bought look, I'm a stylist in my head. I need y'all to know that. And so my mom and my sister, who I never usually shop for, my sister is very picky. She likes what she likes. But I ordered them both a trench coat like me. I ordered them both. I ordered my mom 2 dresses. I ordered my sister a dress and a pantsuit. And my sister's like, why did you buy me clothes? I'm like, 'cause in my head, I'm stylist in my head. I feel like you're going to like it. You will post a picture of it. You'll say, look what JayLees styled for me or whatever. But Veronica's very picky, and I know that. And it took me a minute to pick those 2 items for her. But my mom, the 2 dresses I got from mom, I think she liked. She saw the picture. She said she liked it. She just got it today, even though I've had it for 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, because we don't see each other. Somebody has a question. Will you be purchasing Fenty Skin? You don't
know.
Yeah.
Because I use It Works. I think facial stuff. I think people have to realize you shouldn't, if you already has a face stuff that works, don't switch just because we're gonna have face stuff. Makeup stuff I'll try, because again, when she put out the full size Underdog lip paint, y'all know I got 4 of them. So because I'm like, I've been crying, I wanted it forever, and so I ordered 4 of them and everything.
Is that the one I got you for Christmas?
Yeah, so the full size things are out. But for Fenty Skin, I don't need it because I have It Works. It works fine for me. And also with new facial stuff, you have to use it for a long amount of time to even see if it works. So I don't want to switch what works for me to see what may work for me. When I've heard for some people, it may break their skin or whatever. So no.
Here go one, and I think this is going to be a quick, easy answer for you. How do you stay out of YouTube drama within the Black sector?
I'm out of my business.
Period.
I'm out of my business.
Yeah.
And when people attempt to pull me in, because the fans will then come and they'll say, hey, did you hear about so and so and so and so? Nope.
Mind your business.
I'm out of my business. And
I think you can have an opinion about stuff without being drugged into or inserting yourself into the mess.
I'll say this. When I first started YouTube, my top video that got me a lot of followers was this is how long ago it was. Messy. It wasn't messy. It was when the topic was messy, and most of y'all may not even know because it's so long ago.
Don't say no name.
I will. The videos on my channel on here.
They can look for the video and get.
It's okay, man. It's okay. I'm explaining what it was when I first started. I didn't know how to even pronounce this person's name. I kept calling this person AC Lean because I didn't know her name was. It really was AC. How's that? AC Alien. Who y'all know have beef with people or whatnot.
But another great blogger. She puts out good content also. But she has her following, and she has her lane that she does her thing in.
Okay. And I'm not trying to be shady. I'm saying what happened. So I had just started and everything, and she had went on live or something, and she went and she was talking about Funky Dineva. And this was stuff that I did not know. I did not even know who she was at that time or whatever. So I did a video just talking about what she said. Mm-hmm. I was not inserting myself in it at all. I was like, oh my God, this girl said this about Funky, whatever. I can't believe it. Lord Jesus.
Because Funky is why you were here.
I was here. So I did it because I was shocked.
To be here. You like what what Funky did encourage you to do you.
To do me. And so it was that video. And I think that video got I think even now it was maybe like 50,000 views. And that's a lot for me. But I did that one video and I got a lot of followers from that. And I did a couple more just on talking about the beef between other people. And I did maybe a total I'll say 8 videos about what Alien, Funky, Maddie, Kaya, and that mess. I did maybe a total of like maybe 8 videos, maybe not even that many, maybe like 5. But just solely on this is what Kaya said, this is what TS said, but not ever putting myself in. I would literally commentary about what happened. And after a minute, I'm like, I'm a YouTuber.
Can I ask you this? Even in that instance, with you just starting out, you repeating pretty much what each side was saying, I will say I think you had a side that you maybe went more for, but just that entire episode overall, what did you learn from there? Because again, that was beef to a point that was going on. What did you learn from that?
I didn't get in any trouble. I didn't get in any beef. Let's make that clear. That was never an issue I had to deal with. I came to the realization of, if you are a YouTuber, you shouldn't be commenting on other YouTuber beef, because it just seemed weird. It got to a point looking like it's just weird. And I saw how
too invested in somebody else's stuff.
Yeah, and I'm like, and I got to see how other YouTubers were doing it and were getting involved in it. And I didn't want that to be. I'm like, you know what? I have enough reviews to do without that. And I think it was either Maddie. I think Maddie said, like, people out here making money off my name, because people was putting her name in the title. And when I heard that, I said, you know what? I don't want to be that person. I don't ever want to use other YouTubers to make it seem as if I'm making money off of them. I want people to come to my channel because of what I'm saying, versus you only coming to because you don't like who I'm talking about and you want to dog them. I didn't want that to be me. And even if I had a side of A or B, I still made sure I just said what they both said. So-and-so said that, and so-and-so said that, and that was it.
But
and
now
so,
you don't really do that.
I don't.
Unless it's about a TV show.
Well,
you don't like this one, that one.
Well, no, YouTuber beef, I only comment on it if it makes it to the news. Okay. And that's why in the black sector of YouTube, that's the only time you will see other YouTubers comment on it, if it makes it to the blogs. Yeah. But when it's just YouTube beef, ain't no point in me, because what's the point?
Yeah. We don't all agree. We don't have to cancel people sometime when things happen.
Well, because you get dragged into the BS of it all. Yeah. And I don't want to get. I don't know any other YouTuber enough to want to get dragged into the mess of it all.
And to let the negativity be the reason that you're growing.
Yeah.
As a people, let's try to uplift and enlighten, as opposed to be dragging folks through the mud and canceling folks. You know, can we all just get along? In the famous words of Rodney King, can we all just get along?
Or and if you don't,
agree to disagree.
Because what you eat don't make me poop.
Okay.
So I leave it at that. And you'll see which YouTubers flow in the same direction of leaving the mess alone. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I don't, because it was, the funny part was I was on a live talking about whatever mess that was going on. And this is before I knew who Alex was. I didn't know who Alex was back then. And Alex I love him now, but Alex was in my live. And I was like, so-and-so said this, and so-and-so said, Alex said, and I didn't even know who Alex was. Alex was in the live because, again, I pop up, I know, whatever. And I didn't know until later on that he was the Alex I was talking about, because I didn't know who he was. And it was funny to see that he was in the, but I wasn't saying anything crazy. But it's, again, you know, you just want to not be involved in the mess of it all. Exactly. And, you know, that's why I mind my business.
Mind your business. Hello to Australia, and also hello to, I just saw it, Houston, Texas. Hey, Houston. Let's see. Another question was, who do you think the next versus is going to be?
I don't know who it will be. What I thought it was like 2 days ago is that I want there to be a Bad Boy versus Rockefeller between Jay-Z and Puffy.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think
you don't think Rockefeller will win?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just think when they was asking before, like, who could Jay-Z go against? I don't know any other rapper that he should go against. But I'm like, but as a conglomerate of Rockefeller, it could be Jay-Z representing for Rockefeller versus Bad Boy, because Bad Boy has had a lot of hits over the years, and so has Rockefeller. So I thought that would be a good thing.
Bad Boys for Life.
Here she go.
We ain't
There she go.
going nowhere.
That's what she does.
We ain't
She's too much.
going nowhere.
Oh God.
We can't be stopped now because we bad boys for life. Dun, dun.
So when I be reviewing stuff, I start singing. This is where I get it from.
Is your mom a Virgo? No, I was born. My birthday is July 14th, so I'm actually a Cancer. But more than that, I'm just, I'm just me.
She's my mama. And I don't know what.
Yeah, the signs.
I know I'm a Capricorn, but I don't know what nobody else is.
You don't like follow it to know personalities and or that type of thing.
Yeah, I don't have any idea.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. Get your voice together, because I don't know what this is. Can you do Angela's voice from Love After Lockup? Need a good gig.
I can't. My throat messed too messed up. It's just I can't even remember what her voice is.
Oh, sorry, Cynthia.
I can't remember. But I certain stuff I can only do when I'm like doing it in the show, because I've watched the show and I think of what she sounds like. But the voice, my voice, like my throat would hurt after Love After Lockup, because her voice is so deep and cigarette filled and raspy. It was just too much. And it kind of hurts. Just hurts my throat.
It hurts. Yep, like the live stream, people.
I enjoyed your Black King reviews. Definitely love your medical cat reviews. Yeah, people like different reviews. This didn't hurt my ears, Lord Jesus.
I know it do.
Because I had it on so long. But people like different. That's why I do different shows. Every show I do, everybody won't watch, and I get that. But I need enough people to watch for it to make sense for me to keep reviewing.
Definitely. I'm laughing about Ready Rock because and I don't even want to read their comment. So Ready Rock says, would your mom be interested in starting a YouTube channel?
My mom has a YouTube channel.
I really do.
She has one.
I have a channel and I cook a little bit because I started doing keto. So I do a little bit of my recipes sometimes, and I have really been lax. I am the first to admit I am not that consistent YouTuber. I am so very grateful to all of the people who follow me, that watch my video, that like my video, that subscribe to my channel. I am so appreciative. And I promise you, I am trying to be a much better person and being more consistent. But I work full time, and I unfortunately am not as committed as JayLee is, unfortunately.
She is.
And I'm trying my best to get back in the mood. Number one, or get back in the groove, not the mood, get back in the groove. For anybody, anything that you do, if you exercise or you ride a bike, when you stop doing it, it's hard to get back on. But once you get back in that, you get back in that groove, it's good to go. So I am trying hard to get back into the groove. But so I do. My page is my name. I made a comment somewhere within here. So if you want to follow keto, if you want looking for some easy recipes, I do it. I've bought all kind of cookbooks that I'm saying I'm going to, do more recipes. I want to share a bit more information. I'm 100% not no keto coach or anything, but just want to share more about my journey for real. I want to do a video to show people how to calculate their macros. So I have a whole bunch of thoughts in my head.
She gonna do it.
I just got to do it. And
she has like 900. So she has like 950 subscribers, and I'm like,
I am appreciative of those subscribers. Thank you all so very much. I appreciate it.
Because you cook every day. I'm like,
I don't know how many.
It's like 955.
So I don't know.
Enough for you to do your own live stream.
Yes. DJ had a channel as well, and he did not.
Oh yeah, DJ has doing things with DJ,
and he don't post at all.
But you know what's funny, and I can say this sitting here. I always have an idea of how JayLee can be better, how DJ can be better, how anybody else can be better, but I don't apply that same information to myself. And that's what we always do. We always quick to give out advice, but I'm not doing it myself. So I am literally working hard now to quit being the one to always tell somebody else what they can do to be better and instead take what I want to give to somebody else and apply it to me first, so I can be better. So,
because I'm on my channel, she had all these, make your comments like this, and she had all these suggestions. I'm like, Mom, get your own channel. And she finally got her own channel, and she posted. And for a minute, she was posting a lot. But again, people don't realize how much of
it's a lot of work.
It's time consuming. It's not easy. That's why I be like, when people, this is the funny part. We can do a whole 35-minute review of a 2-hour TV show, and you will have people like, oh, you forgot. I'm like, I condensed 2 hours to 35 minutes. I'm not going to give you every single little detail. So
it's a lot of work,
tedious.
Especially for cooking. If I would do this, if I would just set my camera up and look, we got all the equipment. Using my phone.
Okay.
We got 17 different phones. Not for real 17.
It's like
I probably got 3 phones and an iPad.
Yeah.
I have a tripod. I have a green screen. But for cooking, because again, you have your own vision. And so I don't want to just cook and move from this point to that point. I have enough phones to set it up to edit, but I'm getting there. And again, thank you to everybody who follows my channel, who looks at it. I'm trying to do better. I want what I envision my channel being, just in case anybody's interested in following me. In addition to my keto cooking, I wanted to talk a little bit about life from my perspective. I am a 57-year-old widow now. Still working full time. You always see all the young people out there, doing their thing. So I wanted to do it from my perspective.
Because she be in these streets.
Still living life and having a good time.
My mama be in these streets, not in these streets like I was.
And also, just to offer some encouragement, I was reading the book last year, 100 Days to Brain. I ended up reading that book on my channel, and I would read it every day live. So I'm just looking, again, just to be a light in the world as best I can. So I just really need to kind of get back into it, but it's not easy in these YouTube street people. It's not. Just stressful. Putting the time in, just being dedicated and committed. And I need that. So say a prayer for me that I get more dedicated. I have the desire in my heart. I just got to put the action behind it.
Because I didn't edit my videos because editing takes forever to do it the right way, to make it all, flow the right way. So people think YouTube is easy because you just record and put up, but it's like, no, you can't. You have the sound has to be right. You got to have the right editing software. You got to be sure that you don't have music in this. It's a lot that goes into it. I've done videos and put them up and they got flagged because the free music that's free on on iMovie isn't free on YouTube. So YouTube then flags it as, I'm like, it was tested. So I have to then redo it. So it takes, and that's why sometimes I'm looking like y'all gonna get these videos late because I'm sleepy. Or sometimes when I'm like, I don't feel like doing the intro because it's 4 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Wait 1 sec. Remember what you're saying. Sam J, we love you. And if you do need to sign off, we understand. We love you back, sweetie. All right. You are definitely
in our prayers, and we love you.
Strength to you, sweetie.
Okay, I forgot where I love this. Okay. But yeah, it's still, it just takes a lot of time. So that's why I'm looking like, sometimes it's going to be what's going to be. And if not, you'll load anyway. Dude, you need Sunday fiance. I can't do voices. I'm not a comedian. I can't do voices like on command. I have to be reading whatever
in the midst
of it. I can't do that. This is weird. I can't. Is that picture of you in the background? No.
No.
It's some random white woman that I found on Amazon. That I'm gonna eventually get this stuff rearranged on my walls. I just haven't yet because it's Corona stuff, and you can't get people in the house all the time, and you have to do what you gotta do. I won't be fully in my space until around October, November. That's when I'll do a whole apartment tour. I'm waiting on furniture to come that I've ordered that's being made and all that stuff. So I'm going, I'm gonna have it all together. This is the living room for the most what y'all seen. This is my living room.
I know you've done a kind of apartment tour when you first came in.
I think I did was all empty, but it's stuff everywhere now. I have furniture in every room, but I'm still waiting for some other stuff.
Yeah. somebody asked a question to me. Well, let me do the one for you first. And she answered this a little bit earlier already. How do you hold down a full-time job and drop all the videos each day? Because she committed.
Man, look.
And look, tell people the reason you started your YouTube channel.
So.
Can you say it with DJ there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Jesus.
So insurance, I'm very cautious around my nephew. Insurance in Michigan at one point was astronomical.
Woo!
It just changed in July, okay? But before that,
depending on your coverage,
depending on your coverage, your city or whatever, and all that stuff. Even though I don't live in Detroit. I'll say that I live in a different city. My car insurance was still like $416 per month.
Insurance, not a car note.
My car note is half of that. My car insurance was $416 per month for car insurance for 2013 Impala. Boom. And so I was like, okay, I don't want to use my money. I could afford it, but I don't want to use all my money for just bills. I want to be able to
have a little bit left over.
I won't do that. And I'm like, because the car insurance got to, because I got into a car accident in 2016, which made my insurance rate went up a little bit, but it was still, before the car accident, it was still 3-something. But I said, okay, I'm going to either be a drug dealer, be a hooker, or I'll do YouTube. Those are my options. I'm like, those are the only things. Those are the three things I can think to do to make some money. So I said, okay, I'm going to give myself 1 year to try to get 1,000 subscribers, 100,000 views, and to start trying to make some money. And I hit that within like 6 or 7 months. Still didn't make any money this year, but I'm like, I think I made like maybe $200 at that point. I'm like, okay, I made something.
Get there.
Lord, okay, Jesus. And so that was 3 years ago. So now the fact that the car insurance is good, like now, my 6-month premium in July, for 6 months of coverage, now I paid $520, whatever it was. So what I paid per month, basically, I not paid for a full 6-month policy, because no fault here in Michigan, which is, it was crazy.
That PIP coverage was astronomical.
It was crazy.
And it's still a little bit difference between the different cities, because again, if you're paying, you said $500.
I paid $519 for 6 months.
And you full coverage?
Full coverage. Okay,
but I think you maybe did a difference in your PIP than I did. But for me, mine went down $500. I used to pay $1,500 for 6 months, full coverage, the highest coverage for PIP before, but with the change that just came in.
$1,500 a month or for 6 months?
6 months.
Oh my God,
for 6 months. Now I'm paying $1,000 for 6 months. For the exact same coverage I paid $15 with before. So I got the lower one. Kept the higher.
You kept unlimited. I didn't keep unlimited.
But it did change for me $500. So hey, I'll take it.
And I'm like, I don't need unlimited. I'm good with it. I got like $250. So that was the reason I started. What was the question? Why?
How do you hold time a full-time job and drop all the videos? So my point for saying that was, your original reason for doing YouTube was to make money to cover those
extra stuff that I want to save my money.
It requires that level of commitment, and she's committed to the cause.
When I started it, I was doing more shows. When I started it, I was putting out like 5 videos a day, every day. Boom, boom. Just consistent content. And now I have a method to my madness. I only do shows that I know will garner views. Yeah. Before, I did any show I watched that I wanted to talk about, and I cut that down a lot. I still don't get enough sleep, but I still get enough sleep. Like I get like 5 hours a day, and on Saturdays and Sundays I rest. That's why I don't be rushing to do things. So it's hard, but my hours that I work at work are like out. I work from like 11 to 8, give or take, me being on time or whatever. And then, when I get home between 8 and 9, I'm reviewing, editing, and uploading from like 9 p.m. up until 5. Yeah. And at 5, I'm in the bed.
Hey, she's committed to the cause.
So,
sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Chocolate Capricorn, you are right. The picture does resemble her with her glasses and lips. And I personally think that's what kind of drew her to the picture.
Oh, yeah.
You don't see the other one because it is.
It's a match.
It's a match for her. Kari Chicago, listen, she asked me a question, a question. Miss Emma, what advice would you give your 35-year-old self? And please share some wisdom. I don't have a whole lot of wisdom to share, but I would, today at 57, I would tell my 35-year-old self not to be afraid to take the chances that I wanted to then. You know, just live life. Don't be afraid. Try it. If it don't succeed, you try again. So that would be my thing. Just don't limit yourself. You know.
Well, times are different now, and it is. But
I think, but even I think again, just in not that my life has been bad at all. I'm grateful and blessed for my job, my husband, my children. But sometimes you want to do something, but because of for whatever reason we pull back a little bit. I would say don't do that. Take a little bit more of those chances and believe in yourself 100%. There is nothing we are not capable of doing. Don't let other people discourage you. If you have a thought of something you want to do, if everybody don't support you, but you feel it's the right thing to do and you prayed and you're able to do it, do that thing and move forward. Live your life just to the best of your ability.
Amen.
That's what I would say. Don't be afraid to take those chances.
That's that.
Live your life happily as best you can. Now, don't be all crazy and doing a whole bunch of nonsense. But sometimes people want to start a business. You want to try something, and people, you've got a talent that you're good at, and as opposed to that 9 to 5, you really want to see how that works. Try it. Don't just quit your job tomorrow now, but plan it out.
Because I would have. I'm gonna quit now, and I said, don't quit your job.
Yeah, so I think that's what I would tell my 35-year-old self, or probably even my 21-year-old self also.
Because you never know.
And then their question for was if you guys are gonna watch Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch and review it. It'll be up probably tomorrow, maybe Monday.
Oh, somebody says how they've been having problems with mail delivery. Didn't we talk about this the other day? How we've been lucky that everything now things may be slow coming, but everything we've had coming through the mail or delivery, we have received it. And a lot of people have not. But I think we've been blessed in that everything from Amazon to
we did a lot of ordering. Like when the pandemic first hit, we was ordering like crazy. Like I probably spent a good $3,000 between March when stuff went down to currently, and that's just on like Amazon stuff and all the stuff that we ordered. Just because it was like we ain't got nothing else. Not we wasn't shopping for no reason, but stuff we just needed.
Yeah, I have to say, I know for me, a lot of the ordering I've done, I have been able to support a lot of small Black businesses. One of the things here local, Mia Ray, she has her whole Glamaholic lifestyle. I bought a few different bags from her last night. Thankfully, with her drop, I was able to order
another
fanny pack. I ordered a fanny pack last night from Mia Ray. So I'm excited to get that fanny pack as well as a wallet. Another person, Keisha Tanay, who does headbands, I ordered from her. I've ordered from, I'm trying to think the names of some other Black businesses.
She's different stuff.
I've ordered from quite a few of those, and I'm happy to do that. We went down to the park the other day, had some Black businesses out there. We were able to buy some candles, supporting some businesses, as well as some T-shirts. So, again, try doing our part to, help some other folks as well. So it's been good.
But we didn't have any mail issue. Like we had stuff where it would okay, so come on Tuesday, we may not get it to Friday.
Right.
So like we had like delayed stuff, but we got it. Like I don't think it's anything, even stuff that I thought I didn't get. I'm like, it ain't here. it was like, just wait, be patient, my child, and it was here in a couple days.
Snell, you ordered for me and Ray too, and got your wallet. Whoop whoop, girl. Listen, I had got that first message that said I was in line. I'm like, Lord, don't let nobody take my stuff out my car. And I'm glad that I made it. I got a couple other travel sets from her, as well as some toast that I bought also. So again, happy to support. And she a local girl that's making it, doing good, you know, putting the time in, just like Jay Lee. So definitely good for it. Yeah. I am so glad that you guys have all come in and joined us on this impromptu Saturday live.
Whenever she hears, she wants to be go. I'm like, I was at I ain't nothing to talk about.
Like we
I ain't gonna talk about. I ain't dressed, so I got my house dress on. But I'm like, I ain't gonna talk. Now the funny part is, behind the couch, all the stuff I've ordered is on the other side of it. That's the funny part.
You ain't gotta say all that, but it is, y'all. It is.
So she's like, okay, the couch is messy. How do you go live? I'm like, the couch is always, it's not messy, but I just have clothes.
Stuff is there.
It's stuff that I bought that's, you know, I got to put up or whatever. On part of, not the whole couch, ain't the whole couch. It's just one part of the sectional or whatever. But yeah, you know, we've been lucky this quarantine time. But I knew when she said, I said, okay, she gonna want to go live. But baby, she wants, I'm not gonna say nothing. And she walked in the house and just said, we're gonna go live. And I said, okay, that's
all right, Snell. I'm glad we got another glamourholic in the mix.
Oh, she's from
It's
Dexter.
A very good thing. Yeah, she was saying she had got things in her cart too, so it's a good thing.
Well, see, Capricorn said my place looks nice.
It do. It do. Ain't no taking from there.
Okay.
I'm just saying I would have had more stuff put away. That's all I said.
When I first was moving, I said I want to hire people to put up my clothes because I wanted to be so organized. And because I still have not done that, I just haven't put stuff. All I've hung up is my 2 dress closets. So like all my dresses and all the new stuff I bought recently is put up. And so I've been wearing clothes based on what I bought, not really based on stuff I brought from other place. Most of the stuff is not put up just yet. It's still in the spare bedroom. But yeah.
I'm putting my It Works link in.
Is your mom still stuff? My mom still does It Works.
I'm putting it in, but it's no spaces in between it. So it's that, but no spaces in between. Listen, I still do keto coffee. Well, I do between keto coffee, skinny brew, or the keto chai tea every morning. I also do my greens on the go every day. Sometimes I'll do chocolate greens with my coffee, or I'll do my berry greens or my reds on the go. That's every day. Those are things to help build my immune system up. We also have another product. It's called Immunity. They're tablets that include zinc, elderberry, that kind of stuff. I'll take one of those at least once a week. Again, things that I believe are helping to build my immune system up. So those are things that I use every day. I use our skincare line. We have some great stuff that the doctor, Nasif from Botched, he is a supporter and one of the creators of some of our skincare stuff. We've got a lash and eyebrow serum. We've got some pads. We've got facial cleansing pads. We've got neck and eye cream and other stuff. So I am definitely still involved in It Works and using the products faithfully that work for me. We have an entire product line, but I am definitely still doing it. And that's what I think, again, I talked earlier about how I have gained like 3 extra pounds, but I think that other things that I'm doing has, kept me from going a little bit crazy.
Somebody said they love your beautiful red hat.
Oh, thank you. I'm a part of the Red Hat Society, and we had a meeting today. And so this was the hat I had on because my hair is in braids underneath here. So it works.
You threw a hat on.
Hey, it works.
See? Yes, it works. If I use it too. What are your thoughts on WAP? I like the song.
I'm going to leave at that.
I'm not gonna discuss
I get.
it.
Oh no, it's good, and I get
like it. That's
'cause
all I'll say.
You do like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, men be saying some stuff that's crazy. So we got women doing it. Good for you. Me and my 57-year-old self, just like I would have been saying. What was Luke's song?
Which one? Any Luke song was crazy.
Okay, so so I would say the same for that song. So but hey, do what you do. A lot of people like, woo, it's good, and I guess if that's your Jewish, it is.
I don't matter. I like the song, but you
Make
know,
your money.
You know, it is. Any good jam that you're listening to right now? I was listening to Beyonce's album, The Gift. I'm addicted to that since. Well, I liked it before, but I like it even more since Black and Skin came out. So I've been having it on repeat. I've been listening to old stuff. I was listening to Anita Baker, some Sade.
Oh, now she gonna look at it.
Well, it was somebody. I was listening to the playlist.
Gonna get ready to go for real.
You've
been on over an hour.
Which is never happens. I've been listening to like different playlists, like a Mary Jane playlist with Aubrey James and that kind of stuff. I've been listening to Rick Ross and 2 Chainz stuff because I'm a thought, and that's thought music and stuff.
You a thought?
No, I'm not thought.
That was one of the questions on our game. For our family meeting we did yesterday, we did a little bit of Black Card Revoke too. Oh, I'm not gonna take yours. I'm gonna buy some. I'm gonna order myself the other one. No, because I only have the original edition. No, you need yours for your JayBirds. I'm gonna order more. Look, that'll give me a chance to shop because I haven't bought nothing in a minute. I did buy some shoes from DSW for my birthday, which was July 14th, and I had like maybe a $5 off coupon for my birthday. So listen, this is why we shop for deals. So I had my $5 off coupon, right? Mm-hmm. Right. I went and I looked for shoes that was on clearance already. That's what you're supposed to do. So I'm gonna have to send a picture of my shoes. So I got some cute little shoes. They were on sale for maybe whatever they cost, $5 off. I got them for $7, and they was delivered yesterday. Score. Real cute white shoes. I'm gonna have to. That's how I shop. I know. Oh, I wonder if I can find a picture of the shoe.
If you do, they can't see it though, Mama.
I could turn my phone around.
They can't see that.
When I get closer to it, they could.
Do you watch Ellie Fiance? No. I was going to review it, but I was like, no. So I like my Saturdays where I don't really have much. The one show of Love and Marriage is fine. Then I have to do the Shy, and then P Valley at midnight. I know Power coming back, so that's gonna be something else too. So it's enough for me. But Marsha, your shoes.
But they were only $11.99. I hope y'all can see it because it's white.
Just hold it up.
Hold your breath.
They can't hold it down.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I told you they wouldn't be able to see it.
But they real cute. You can see them a little bit because they white, but they real cute, y'all.
Okay.
My $7 shoes.
That's how I shop all the time.
I was trying. Oh. One more time, y'all, then I'm going to be done.
Make it down. And then tilt it up.
Down and then tilt it up.
It's probably they white.
Right. But they real cute. $7, y'all. Woo! I'm proud of my shoes. I'm getting ready to go for real, Jay.
I'm going to sign off because I'm tired and I have to not be quiet for the rest of the day.
Hey, y'all. Peace and love. Share some goodness around. FaceTime and Zoom with your family members. Send somebody that you haven't talked to in a minute and say, hey. For y'all people that's working from home, email some of your coworkers that you normally see in the office every now and again that you haven't seen. Just shoot them an email through your work address and say, hey, tell them you're just checking on them, making sure all is well. Okay? Let's do that one for another. Show a little bit of care and concern.
This is Mama Live.
It's not. It's JLeesCorner Live always because we on her platform. But I do say thank you guys so much for coming and sharing with us a little bit. We need to do this in these times. We got to have some human interaction, okay?
Well, this is true. I'll be like, I'm good. I see you on FaceTime. I can talk every day, so it's what it is. But again, it's true. We love you all. We will talk to y'all again the next time I'm over here.
See comments. Dang.
Why you can't? What you mean?
Because I had went out to show the picture.
They said the shoes are cute.
Oh, okay. Well, I know they were cute.
Oh.
That's where she get her taste from, y'all. But you guys have a great, great Saturday evening and a great Sunday and an even better week. All right. We wish you guys lots of light, happiness, peace, and love.
Okay. Peace out, people.